What is going on, guys? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today I actually wanted to talk a little bit about the Black Ops 3 assault rifles and which ones are the best ones to use and possibly which one is the best one to use overall. But I want you guys to know that I am recording this video on November 24th, which means this game has only been out a couple weeks. So there's probably going to be a lot more nerfs and patches and buffs and stuffs to guns that are still going to come in the future. Keep in mind, we've already had like 4 or 5 updates that have nerfed and buffed certain weapons since the game first came out. So you guys got to keep that in mind. The game will probably change a lot more through the rest of the year and into next year, but I wanted to make this video to help some of you out that are looking for information on how to be a better player and how to what guns that are just better to use than some. But I want to say that when this game first came out, in my opinion, and this might not just be in my opinion, but overall I think the best gun in the whole game was probably the Shiva. That gun was super overpowered. It was a 2-shot kill no matter what. It was literally a 2-shot kill. Even Optic Nadeshot made a video about this gun saying, this is the gun. This is the gun when the game first comes out that's super overpowered. And that is what everyone has been using. I've been noticing that in almost every lobby. But recently, I think they nerfed it a little bit because it's nowhere near as good as it was, but it is still amazing, and it's definitely on a top list of guns, or assault rifles rather, that I definitely recommend using. The Shiva is pretty darn good. But in my opinion, I think the best assault rifle overall at this time is probably the M8. And the same thing kind of goes with Black Ops 2. Let's look at the M8 from Black Ops 2. That was definitely the overall most used assault rifle. The AN-94 was used a lot, but the M8 was definitely the way to go, and I think a lot of that had to do with the burst, right? It was a burst weapon, so like it was so much easier to control, and I feel like a lot more pros used the burst gun than they did the actual AN-94. But with Black Ops 3, I think it's going to be the same thing. I think that's what their goal was when creating the assault rifle section of guns. They put the M8 last, and it's definitely probably the best gun out there. I mean, that's just my opinion, but I think a lot of people will agree with me. There are some submachine guns that are really, really good right now that I think will get nerfed, including the Vesper, which I think actually already has gotten nerfed. But the Vesper is really good. But we're not talking about submachine guns. I'm sorry. We're talking about assault rifles. I definitely want to say the M8 is the way to go. M8 is definitely #1 on my list, and I'm sure several others. Again, the Shiva is also a very good gun to use. That's probably at a #2 spot. And then I'm going to say the Man of War at #3. I know the XR2 is pretty darn good. I know a lot of people were hating on that gun. There was a ton of people, and including myself, were hating on that gun. But recently, I think they've buffed it up a little bit. I think they've fixed some of the problems that came with it. When I first started using it, all I was getting was hit markers. It was a hit marker machine. But recently, I think they've done a lot more to it. But if I had to give you a little leaderboard, I would say the M8 at its best, the Shiva coming in second, and then the Man of War in third, and then probably the XR2 in fourth. But honestly, it's personal opinion. The reason I like the M8, the reason I think the M8 is better is because it's a burst gun. It's easier to control, and it's more accurate than a gun that's just completely fully automatic. Some of you guys actually like the Shiva more because it's a single-shot weapon, and you do better with single-shot weapons. It's all personal preference, but I'll tell you, the Shiva is the best one-shot weapon. It's actually the only one-shot weapon in the assault rifle class. The Man of War, definitely the best automatic, and the M8 for sure is the best 4-round burst. We'll talk about that. We'll do a comparison video between the M8 and the XR2 later. But I want to give you guys some quick advice before I end the video. This video was not intended to be just about the M8, but I want to give you guys some advice on what you can do with some of these assault rifles, not only the M8, that will help improve your game a little bit, because that is the goal in this video, is to help you guys out a little bit more than you would with other YouTube videos. So one thing that I realized when I was playing over the weekend with Double XP, I was playing Nuketown only. Now, when I play on Nuketown, I realize that there's a lot of gunfire going on. There's a lot of stuff going on at the same time. And one thing that I realized that I found a ton of success with was running absolutely no perks. No perks at all. I was running 6 attachments, including the reticle or whatever. I was running the Helo sight and 5 other attachments, which I found to be absolutely amazingly successful. And I don't understand why. I think maybe just because with all the extra attachments, putting on like rapid fire, putting on the fast reload so you're a lot quicker, quick draw, stock, grip, and then the one where you get more high caliber, where when you get a headshot, they die so much faster. And I was finding more success when I was using all these attachments rather than I was just using some perks going along with it. So honestly, if you want to do better in a game, or don't quote me in a whole game, but on a smaller map, say like Nuketown, definitely running 6 perks or 6 attachments is the way to go rather than running any perks, because the perks are honestly kind of useless. when you're just trying to get a ton of gun kills and you're just running out there not caring about if you die. If you care about dying, then perks are probably going to be the way to go. But if you don't care about your KD, if you're all just trying to level up, you're just trying to do good with your guns, trying to level your guns up, then just running 6 attachments is honestly the way to go. Your gun is just so much more powerful than it would be with perks on. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Hopefully I could help you out a little bit. The M8, number 1. The Man of War is, the Shiva is number 2. Man of War, number 3. XR2. Number 4. So use those guns. They're amazing. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see all you guys in the next video.